Sipping Perrier, playing ping pong, moving up the ranks, y'all. Hey man, you know there's nothing wrong with a late night battle. I always stay prepared, got my paddle in my backpack. Challenges beware with the P-I-N-G. Volley for the serve, hit it nice and easy. See, we got these regulations for a tournament. O-R-P-P-R-B, check the document. I'll officiate your event, keep it on the level. Inspect the surfaces, arguments are settled. Scrutinize the nets, keep them taut and snappy. Rock the color commentary, keep the people happy. It's on, the day starts just before dawn. Robots on the front lawn, giving seminars on the finer arts. Like brutal backhand hits, people lining up, earning new certificates. Check the merchandise, man, Grimmy thought of everything. Sweatbands up the grand champion rings. It means that nobody leaves empty-handed. Every last ball on the court, so our PPR be branded. Demand from my sponsors is big and getting better. See me at the match in my ping pong sweater. In the locker room, lifting weights to get strong. Sipping Perrier, playing ping pong.
Ping pong, step up to the table. Ping pong, put the ball in play. Ping pong, I don't care what you call it. Step up to the table, put the ball in play. Ping pong, step up to the table. Ping pong, put the ball in play. Ping pong, not once have I fallen. Step up to the table, put the ball in play.
Yo, they challenged me to a sanctioned event and went quick with the skunk. Yeah, love 06, top spin, smash it. Stop them dead in the track. You see the way I relax is winning ping pong matches. These victories are coming in batches when I practice. Back in again, forehand, no return, practice sideways spin. The skin on my paddle's kinda floppy, but it don't stop me. I'll win in any condition while you're wishing that you can scout out my style and try to copy. I'm in Japan, learning secret paddle positions. I'm on a steady diet.
Sashimi to gohan.
I eat with my fingers, consult the master with dice.
You can excel, grasshopper, if you're willing to pay the price. Keep your eyes on the ball, feel the pedal like a friend. You don't have to have telekinesis, but pretend like you do. Then guide the sphere around the court. Enter into the slow motion so the time and space distort. Make report with the paddle, pick pock, how it go. Pop lock as you wield it, feel the ball flow against the counter currents of the motion you make. You might mistake it for a simple game of angles, but it ain't. Now taint the universe with the flavor of your game. Tilt reality around the ball to shape the lane of its travel, but do not let it unravel. Fake, don't return a volley if it's already too late. It's unfair to your opponent how you move through air, how you throw away your racket in your back pocket got a spare, how you dared him to serve before you got in the room, how he tried but the net cradled each as a womb. Now assuming that you got all my lessons ignored,
see me at the Comfort Inn at the World Tour. It's 4 a.m. I'm eating continental breakfast. The competition don't expect this. A new serve from Mr. Cyberman, an ace is unexpected. I'm happy as long as my ladder post is protected. Our gear's not the tightest, it's all that we found. That table might wobble, but it don't fall down. I'm in the locker room, lifting weights, getting strong. Sipping Perrier, playing ping pong.
Ping pong, step up to the table. Ping pong, put the ball in play. Ping pong, I don't care what you call it. Step up to the table, put the ball in play. Ping pong, step up to the table. Ping pong, put the ball in play. Ping pong, not once ever fallen. Step up to the table, put the ball in play.
Every ball is branded, serve it left-handed. O-R-P-P-R-B, see the label and demand it. It can get kinda crazy, you understand it. It don't faze me, it's just the way that we planned it. Every ball is branded, serve it left-handed. O-R-P-P-R-B, see the label and demand it. It can get kinda crazy, you understand it. It don't faze me, it's just the way that we planned it. Every ball is branded, serve it left-handed. O-R-P-P-R-B, see the label and demand it. It can get kinda crazy, you understand it. It don't faze me, it's just the way that we planned it. Every ball is branded, serve it left-handed. O-R-P-P-R-B, see the label and demand it. It can get kinda crazy, you understand it. It don't faze me, it's just the way that we planned it.
Congregation, settle in your seats. The Reverend front aloud is on the mic and about to speak. I'm about to freak you out, make you shiver in the pew while I'm delivering to you my sermon and divinity ensues. Brought by the one true God, it's a fact. Anybody else who ever had a God, their God's whack. We ain't gotta worry about him, we picked the right horse. You're in the right house of worship, of course. And forces are gathering out in the world to diminish our faith in ways radical and thorough, to discourage us from loving anything that's immaterial, to tempt our children with ever fruitier cereal, and worst of all, to call us idiots while they do it. My congregation, listen, I'm about to walk you through it. We're gonna take the nation back from the heathens that's within it. We're gonna get the most egregious of the atheists in prison, cause a schism while we're at it, but emerge on top. And once we purified our ranks, we won't stop. We'll purify your minds of what's illegitimately thought. It's not to be a battle indiscriminately fought, but an orchestrated effort, and I'm gonna need you to commit. Might take a couple generations for this deviltry to quit. Start with the kids, in fact, they get distracted from the Lord. So I'd like you to write a couple letters to your school board.
Do you really believe we were nothing but the monkeys swinging up in the trees? Don't it seem a little likelier that Adam and Eve did a lot of humping and that was the origin of the species? Do you really believe we were nothing but the monkeys swinging up in the trees? Don't it seem a little likelier that Adam and Eve did a lot of humping and that was the origin of the species?
What has this so-called science ever done for us? But trumpeted that when ashes go to ashes and dust to dust. Despite the fuss of living, energy gets conserved, denying the weight of the soul of a man. This is ill-deserved. This is still the curse of Copernicus that we suffer. Secular thought ought not to overflow its buffer and run roughshod through the minds of you, the population. Heretics such as Dawkins and Sagan overstep their station to say that what we see and what we believe should be confluent. Look to your Reverend to end apostasy. It's what I'm doing. Look to your holy book to light the way. That is its purpose. Open it up and you'll find Eden for you even scratch the surface. Sure, this should be mirrored in the textbooks verbatim, but I'm not in a position yet to issue ultimatum. So I lay down my scheme. We'll make it seem as though creation isn't anything we'd like to interject to education. We'll wrangle up the language, science, data, theorem, the irreducible complexity of the ears we use to hear them, gnashing teeth and wailing from Kansas to PA. Yes, my flock, I talk of futures not imminent but underway. Already established an institute for discovery. Discovered that Darwin is dead with outlook grim for recovery. School moms will soon say that he burns in a fiery sea. Think how much like paradise that's gonna be.
Do you really believe we were nothing but the monkeys swinging up in the trees? Don't it seem a little likelier that Adam and Eve did a lot of humping and that was the origin of the species? Do you really believe we were nothing but the monkeys swinging up in the trees? Don't it seem a little likelier that Adam and Eve did a lot of humping and that was the origin of the species? Do you really believe we were nothing but the monkeys swinging up in the trees? Don't it seem a little likelier that Adam and Eve did a lot of humping and that was the origin of the species? Do you really believe we were nothing but the monkeys swinging up in the trees? Don't it seem a little likelier that Adam and Eve did a lot of humping and that was the origin of the species?
I couldn't tell you why they did it. All I can say is that they came in an unanticipated visit. Completely shattered all our physics. Scattered shadows over every city so that nobody would miss it. Looking up, people shook and they waited. Speculated stuff, some scared, some elated. Anticipated either rapture or dread. The fact is they had us with the voice in our heads.
We know you well, that's why we're watching you. We want to help, that's why we're watching you. News to tell, that's why we're watching you. Follow them well, or we'll be
us. You need to heed every decision. Consult us, soon trust in the vision. Alright, almost everybody got it right off the bat, but some people guess they hadn't doubted, got tempted and tested and thought they would allow it. They were simply rejected and they rendered invalid. If you kick it all, you get a kick in exchange. If you cheat it all, then the planet will know your phase. And with that, one generation exactly past middle age, and then everyone was happy. People basically did what they wanted, laugh, love, live, yeah, but everybody wondered what exactly was the body of the sound. Why did it hide in the sky? Why would it never come to the ground? Why did it do what it did and what was motivating? Why was human innovation ultimately fading? Some said it was God and some others said it was Satan. Still most people stare, looking up and waiting.
We know you well, that's why we're watching you. We want to help, that's why we're watching.
Get your most closely kept personal thought, put it in the word doc with the password lock. Sock it deep in the raw with extraction precluded by the ludicrous length and the strength of a reputed dictionary attack. Proof string of characters, this imperative to thwart all the disparages of privacy. The NSA and homeliness, you better BGP the raw because so far they ain't impressed. You better take the PGP and print the hex of it out. Scan that into a TIFF, then if you secret out for your data, scramble up the order of the pixels with a one-time pad that describes the fun time had by the thick soul boot-wearing stomper who danced to produce random claptrap. All the intervals in between which set in tandem with the stomps themselves begat a seed of math unguessable. Ain't no complaint about the cipher that's redressable. Best of all your secret, nothing extant could extract it. By 2025, but children speaking spell could crack it.
You can't hide secrets from the future with math. You can try, but I bet that in the future they laugh at the half-fast schemes and algorithms of mass to enforce cryptographs in the past. You can't hide secrets from the future with math. You can try, but I bet that in the future they laugh at the half-fast schemes and algorithms of mass to enforce cryptographs in the past.
In future, people do not give a damn about your shopping. Your Visa number SSL to cherry popping hot grandpa action websites that you visit, nor password protected partitions, no matter how illicit. And this it would seem is your saving grace. The amazing haste of people to forget your name, your face. You're lit in this list of indefensible indiscretions. In fact, the only way that you could pray to make impression on the era ahead is if instead of being notable, you make the data describing you undecodable. For script kiddies sifting in that relic called the internet, seeking latches on treasure chests that they could wreck in seconds, but didn't yet get a chance to queue up for this assembly to discover and crack the cover like a creme brulee. They'll glance you over, I guess, and then for a bare moment you'll persist to exist. Almost seem like you're there, don't it? But you're not, you're here. Your name will fade as fronts will. That's in the future, they don't know our crypt variable still.
You can't hide secrets from the future with math. You can try, but I bet that in the future they laugh at the half-fast schemes and algorithms of mass to enforce cryptographs in the past. You can't hide secrets from the future with math. You can try, but I bet that in the future they laugh at the half-fast schemes and algorithms of mass to enforce cryptographs in the past.
Now it's an enigma machine. A code yelled out at hot volume through a tin can with a thin string, and that ain't all you do. To broadcast clear text of your intention, send an email to the government pledging your abstention from vote fraud this time. Next time, can't promise you don't get a visit from the Department of Piranhas. Be honest, you ain't hacking those, it'd be too easy. Setting up the next president, pretending that you were through freezing when you're nothing but warming up. To-do list in your diary, better keep for a long time, and the long time better be tiring. To the distribution of electrical brains that are guessing every unsalted hash that ever came. They got alien technology to make the rainbow tables with. Then in an afternoon a glance and have them secrets. Don't resist the loving coax of the mathematical calculation. Heart of your mystery sent free falling to palpitation. Computron will rise up in the dawn, a free agent. Nobody knows the future now, go find out, be patient. You can't hide secrets from the future with math. You can try, but I bet that in the future they laugh. Half-fast schemes and algorithms and math.
Secrets from the future.
You can't hide secrets from the future with math.
Secrets from the future.
Half-fast schemes and algorithms and math.
Secrets from the future.
You can't hide secrets from the future.
Secrets from the future. Secrets from the future. Secrets from the
In the year FF45, I'm alone but still alive. No escape, dead line of sight finds me no matter how hard I try. I remember the moment when the machine stopped listening. One day they were building up, and then the next day they're dismantling. I'm human, but to them I'm just a specimen. About what you would expect, filled up to the brim with Nano-tech. Kept alive, nano-high, replicating inside. But they don't kill me, they just thrive. I'm a scientist. Know that I gotta stop all this. No need to call me a hero. Actually, call me patient zero. Too soon I can see the tumor. Begin experiment sooner. Release the nano bees designed to attack death like disease. But they were way too smart for that. Much more clever than us and back. New life with the prime directive. Then they just stop being so selective. Expand into everything. Every living creature, even the genes. Then they would decide what stayed alive and everything else that would cease to breathe.
Bizarre, Bizarro, Bizarro, genius baby. Bizarre, Bizarro, Bizarro, genius baby. That I fathered a Bizarro genius baby. She's out the womb like,
dude, why'd I get expatriated?
Debated it 1 month, the finer points of a diaper. Devised a device composed of a hose and a windshield wiper. Grew riper in intellect as the months passed. More a dunce cap, ironically. Grew fussy once and she summoned me, not sonically, but through a series of editorials that she authored. Entitled, This MC Front a Lot, One of the Worst Fathers. Oxford, Stanford, Harvard called, shouldn't call him back.
Tuition and housing, I'm holding out for a tenure track.
Distracted by her first birthday party, I hardly noticed that she brought peace to the Middle East, or at least a ceasefire with the POTUS. No dust had settled when she disproved Fermat by finding A cubed plus B cubed that equals C cubed. And her sadness at throwing the field into disarray got her swayed by a brand new rattle and a mid-parfait. Bizarro genius, baby. At first I was elated, but eventually I grew concerned. Bizarro genius, baby. You prove my genes a grade A, but what of when tables turn? She had to settle for the Fields medal, but didn't settle well. All the while cursing the indiscretions of Madame Nobel. Then so well, tuck it out was she at this point that she nabbed arose with the whole symphony composed in B flat. Yes dear, it'll go with the other ones on the fridge. In between the two Puccinis you translated in the bridge. Just above I love you dad in macaroni glitter. And the 37 villanelles to mom. But I ain't bitter and no quitter was she neither with the time it came to walk. Built an exoskeleton out of gelatin and chalk, which allowed her to run 30 miles an hour around the yard. You think parenting your normal little children is hard? I got scarred, scared, scammed for that. For holographic artifacts that she projected on the scene with a machine that automatically discerns your worst concerns and makes them visible. She deemed it risible, her glee was indivisible from all emanations that the baby would make. I had to become less hilarious for all of our sakes. I made mistakes, I'll admit it, dropped the kid on her head, destroyed the part of it, the thought of evil, or so she said. Now I've read this thing out myself in part. She quoted, reap what you sow, I had to take it to heart. I sought to restart, I said, girl, you'll be a woman, can't be dabbling and dilettanting all the time, I'm assuming. Gotta pick a theme, focus the beam of your brain power. Her face became overcome with an insane glower, and then it remained sour. She said,
oh, I have, though the UI that you gave me was buggy. I finally found me the nerve, and I'm dialing in a career path. I think you like stops when I played with an 808, ends with a mic.
Didn't need her to elaborate at all. She was already wearing the glasses, mic in the palm. She planned to become a nerdcore rapper just like me, so I shipped her to Singapore, sold her baby ass to Nike. Bizarre, Bizarro, genius baby. Sorry baby, you work for them now. Bizarre, Bizarro, Bizarro, genius baby. Stitch 'em tight. Bizarro genius baby. At first I was elated, but eventually I grew concerned. Bizarro genius baby. You prove my genes a grade A, but what of when tables turn? What of when tables turn? What of when tables tables? Trying hard to love a robot, yo, but all they ever do is fight to the death for your soul. They're on a planet that I never meant to visit at all. Got the sign on the wall, the decree, you don't go. So come on, make your trespass, get your flesh fast, turn to dust by the death rays. These are the best days of our lives. Mad scientists with swirly eyes, people with supernatural powers who live in the skies, swing between the skyscrapers. Capes all a drape and the words on the shiny papers that the state stapler turned to a booklet or otherwise perfect bound. So when the glue dries in my old age, loose pages all around. Sound of the wind rustling, cowboy zombies ride, lassoing up the carrion calves and the skeletal pride. I'm telling you, I don't study for knowledge and no more, but I'm astounded by the size of the hands in the store. And I score my pull, full moons and the house commence. Tear through a stack in a night with little reticence. I'm eating venisons in the woods, I get an axe to the dome. Ken is in pieces behind me, I can still hear him roam. I should've known from the warning encoded into the name of the place. Forbidden planet in impermissible space. Surface of the planet, insanity abounds. Eternal beings shape my sleep, and every waking sound that I make is loud. Shazam, I'd say, just to startle you. A geek ejaculation in between a wave and a particle. Did a party you just died, just like clay louder milk, shaving information out of a dog without a head, and out a silk smoking jacket worn by the smartest kid on earth. Back off, nerd, this library's my turf. Give birth to the brick hats from Ignats that fly in posthumous volumes, at once coeval and incompossible, all rooms at all times. Silver age and foil covers mingle, something eldritch in the eye, soul of a man who filched a single glance at the most forbidden object on the whole world. By hypnotic quixotic wandering, take the whole tour. Look on the shelf, under wrap an extra elf. You'll see a frontal out one fold. If I have to smuggle it in myself, I'm gonna hand scribble it onto a napkin, then scan it, print a pile of them out, deliver them to the planet. I'll acquire, and if you don't know what I mean, look it up. It's 120 of the marine.
Listen only, I don't, the song, listen only, I don't hear
You think you surrender me to the funny animals to inhabit, but I camp out in the cockpit of the crash land, cause they're all rabid. Don't jinx me now, I'm about to escape from here yet. I'm on an island in the vastness of space, facing regret. Stranded alone and in need of some rescue, already ran out of food, masticated my left shoe, built a robot companion on accident, programmed it to feel. So when it spared a little monkey from despair, its fate was sealed, and mine with it. I seen a monkey trying hard to love a robot, yo, but all they ever do is fight to the death for your soul. They're on a planet that I never meant to visit at all. Got a sign on the wall, the decree, you don't go.
Back, I should've kept it frozen. Wrinkle up my nose, yeah, there's something decomposing. Energy low, so conservation methods. No filtration, this air tastes infected. Skin flecks and dust, getting thick. At quarter gravity, the stuff just doesn't seem to stick. Strapping to the chair, my body pressed against the harness. Look across the cabin, yeah, we could've went the farthest. Milky eyes, never blink, never cry.
Left untied, I watch her float by. Why am I awake? 2 years left to hibernate. Fail-safe system didn't take, now I wait. And in hindsight, I should've left her suspended. Knew we were in trouble, but I could've just pretended. Entered the code, interrupted animation. Removed from the tube, there was no respiration. Hope is something that we had, and you can call it faith. It's fading fast, sorry, really no way to escape this. Stop imagining the world we would've made impossible to do, cause every dream I ever had included you. We used to joke it would be cozy, 150 square foot cabin, but we mostly be asleep. But now you're floating so closely, I can see your fingers bloating, faces getting ghostly. As I feed off the IV, I see days go by, but they pass so slowly. Adam and Eve, optimistic colonists, we had such plans, watch them fade them in the mist. And even if we land, I will be wrecked, I will never recover, I will suffer from the effects. But forget it, I never think ahead much further than a minute. Look, every day is worse and I admit it. Took duct tape just to make my eyes stay closed, but even with them shut, your face is permanently froze. And I remember, and every night I fight the urge to kiss her. I may be going crazy, but I swear I hear her whisper.
All of our hopes, all of our dreams, everything we need, I can find you.
Love is an emotion like the others I reject, and maybe I'll recover, I don't know what I'm expecting. On the shuttle to the cabin, we were holding hands, and I recall that we were happy, feeling lucky for the chance. Hope is something that we had, and you can call it faith. It's fading fast, sorry, really no way to escape this. Stop imagining the world we would've made impossible to do, cause every dream I ever had included you. This ain't a barbecue, it's your whole afternoon though. Lost down a rabbit hole, looking for a timepiece. Wonder when your date's at, wonder if she'll visit you at all today. Relax, wonder how many ribbons to expect in the hair to deflect. Talking triplets in respect for the pair, but to stare at a bow made of 4 different colors. Didn't notice someone talking to you, there were others in the room, out in the gloom of the periphery. To shift your focus for a moment is to give the ribbons liberty, and that's to suggest they make escape. This is a secret from the future, can't rewind like a tape. Got to make the best and the most of each second as it happens. Got to keep your eyes on those bows, got to trap in your vision all 4 of them, cause this is a first. She might have noticed last time that you like ribbons that are hers. You got Asperger's.
You got Asperger's, yeah. You got Asperger's, yeah. You got Asperger's, yeah. You got Asperger's, yeah.
And sometimes you wish you didn't, sometimes it slips your mind, but when she's supposed to visit isn't one of those times, and you're on one of those lines of thought that you encounter when you'd rather your surroundings were quieter instead of louder, so you can focus focus on other than a clock tick. You don't wanna talk shit, but the one who made the clock made the cog stick. Minutes of violent noise, obliterating what you thought of the silent poise. Miles of boys before you done got crushed out on a girl like that. Her hair flush with the ribbons on all occasions, and every day if only making study of the bow could stem its get away. Letter Aspergers. Wonder whether she's so confident with alphabets that she do it backwards, skipping alternate letters. If you're off a demonstration, would she consider it clever? This bitter endeavor trying to predict a reaction. You know you're supposed to try to give the notion traction, but it don't do nothing except make the clock tick. It don't even do that. Yo, you got Asperger's, kid. You got Asperger's, kid.
You got Asperger's, yeah. You got Asperger's, yeah. You got Asperger's. You got Asperger's, yeah.
And I feel for you, son. I know love is hard. Can't even write down all the answers on the back of a card. From the back in the far end of a cafeteria line, you seem to catch sight of a ribbon. Fabric shines and you abandon your tray, leave it clatter on the floor. You hadn't planned it this way. You can't look at her no more. You don't know what her eyes are like, whether she ever smiles, whether anything other than how she wears her hair beguiles. And while some apron ladies holler at you, you clutch your left ear and stand still like a statue. You could count cut corn on the floor without subtracting. Misplaced fish sticks like Dustin Hoffman overacting. Ain't this already a scene in need of a fast forward? Why won't the lunch people hush? Did they court discord? You think you see a flash of color fleeing? It could be worse. You could have known how many ribbons there are if they were hers. Oh, but you got Asperger's.
You got Asperger's, yeah. You got Asperger's, yeah. You got Asperger's, and you got Asperger's, yeah. You got Asperger's. I said you got Asperger's. You got Asperger's. I said you got Asperger's. You do.
I don't really know about you, but personally I am feeling super. Not a lot of people on the train, and I don't miss the pushing or complaining. Look, it's raining, I don't mind it. I don't pay attention to the climate. Wear a watch but never wind it. It doesn't matter what the time is. It's wonderful, terrific, great. Let me explain in a specific way. One day, rolled out of bed, everyone was gone. Didn't really get it, what was going on? It was nothing big, it was something small. Itty bitty bug came and killed them all. Somebody like me lived through natural immunity. Woohoo! I never really had any friends or close family. You might see a tragedy. Me, I'm living in a fantasy. Nobody in my business. So happy that I live to witness this. Just missed one tiny little perk. Home delivery, it no longer works. Yeah, I see a lot of bodies, but they don't bother me. So what? I don't gotta be worried. Nowadays, never in a hurry. I don't have places to be. This change is amazing to me. Seems strange, but I feel free. I'm glad that they never made a vaccine. They needed people like me, but I would tell them that I had a fever. No need for poking on me. I don't want a neighbor with immunity. Seems like they were always fighting. That's
falling. Right here, there's a dozen crawling. So near, I can pet them all in. Each year, watch them all evolving.
You are likely to be eaten. You are likely to be eaten by a group. If this predicament seems particularly cruel, consider whose fault it could be. Now the torch or a match in your inventory. You are likely to be eaten by a group. If this predicament seems particularly cruel, consider whose fault it could be. Now the torch or a match in your inventory. It got narrated at you in the second person. Every time you put it up, it seems you got another version of your life told to you by a status line blinking. The impossible people you could be without thinking yourself insane. Of personality problems with a mop on a dropship or trying to stab a goblin that don't play. In public life you get arrested. Psychoactive medication daily in your big intestine. And the testing that the voices in your head said the dwarf shot first. Embedded arrow, then you bled. But doctors with needles posit repeatedly that you knocked down that midget in the park unneededly. This has seeded the idea that you should never venture from the house. Never get misunderstood by the non-player characters inhabiting Earth. None of whom are too concerned about Nord and Bert. Not one of whom ever aimed to fish around the room, trying to get it in the ear canal because doom be said. The last planet they were on or near the verge of a set of poetics they wouldn't hear. Never peered at the clues with invisible ink. No SM goddesses ever gave them pause to think. Never piloted 6 robots, each distinct. Don't matter how many 2 liters they drink, they're not going to follow what you're saying at all. They impugn and appall in the scope of their gall. As you hide in your room in disgust with the lights turned out, turn them on in a turn, leave them off for now. You are likely to be eaten. You are likely to be eaten by a group. If this predicament seems particularly cruel, consider whose fault it could be. Now the torch or a match in your inventory. You are likely to be eaten by a group. If this predicament seems particularly cruel, consider whose fault it could be. Now the torch or a match in your inventory. Pamphlet from a mailbox that urges low cunning, offers cursor and font type running. You're running and parses what you tell it. Pronouns intact, abbreviations if you need them. Better keep it grammatic. Better punctuate your sentences and never redact the name of anything ambiguous. You're about to get axed. You meet the red one, the round one, the crooked or the blue. Better keep that in your pocket. Don't know yet what it could do. Could be the spray for the glue. Gonna need it if it is a situation that reloads, restarts, or quits. Wonder how many points out of how many points you gotta get before you're done. Endeavor then to rejoice when you wish more ardently identities shed. But continuance, the rhyme forever voyaging, fled from all lights and colors, from all smells and sounds. Just a lyric on the monochrome display, and you're proud to make another verse appear. While solving riddles, if you didn't have to sleep, you know you'd never seek a quiddle. You'd be ever in the middle, in the midst of a quest. If it wasn't for Dawn, the gown, you'd never get dressed in your underwear typing, just like front keyboard attached up to my fingers. Wrists bear the brunt as I seek to do stunts simply through their descriptions. I think I went once to some sands that were Egyptian, and I retained plane tickets, snapshots, receipts. Yet I stand unconvinced that this has happened to me. I wouldn't want to misremember or get confused. Recall a crawling towards a pyramid, appearing over dunes. Recall of entering the thing and descending stairs. Does it descend from there? Adventure to nightmare. Did I battle a snake? Was the treasure intact? Or did the TRS-80 in my brain get hacked? Thanks, Grandpa, for buying it. Now my life's ruined. 22 years later, heads invested, got the growing. Fluent, says if I'm trying to escape, but I can't, cause I'm up and around and awake. You are likely to be eaten. You are likely to be eaten by a group. If this predicament seems particularly cruel, consider whose fault it could be. Now the torture a match in your inventory. You are likely to be eaten by a group. If this predicament seems particularly cruel, consider whose fault it could be. Now the torture a match in your inventory. Eaten by a group. Eaten by a group. Eaten by a group. Eaten by a group. Into the slavering fangs of a lurking grue.
I thought we were going to the concert.
Baby, this is the concert.
But I got dressed up.
I'll read you poetry, I'll tell you what I know to be true. I'll make a sentimental observation about the moon. I'll kiss you so that you could think the kisses are sublime. But I won't spend a penny, cause all that you're worth is my time. All that you're worth is my time. You want flowers, I understand that flowers are grand. They tend to pretty up a gentleman caller's left hand. They don't stand in for love, but they symbolize aptly. Grab a handful of blossoms as I pass by the crab tree. Hand these to the recipient of my affections. Urge they float in a crystal bowl, which I don't provide. The misdirections of the close magic practitioner are like Bruce Wayne's winking subterfuge with the commissioner. As compared to my ability to convince you that the mints you had fragility of wafer thinness established were gourmet. Palm though they were from the boat in that safe way. Hey, you want better? You better want what you need. Not too much in excess of that, lest you flaunt with your greed.
I want to be in love at any price.
Who would seek a dozen roses when a posy would I'll read you poetry, I'll tell you what I know to be true. I'll make a sentimental observation about the moon. I'll kiss you so that you could think the kisses are sublime. But I won't spend a penny, cause all that you're worth is my time. All that you're worth is my time. And I don't mean to bother my pretty head with the math, but I've yet to spend a nickel and I'm pretty good with the past. I'm pretty solid on the figures, they add up. Curvature never to enter into the graph of the ones that had love. And never rise a number of them, oh but you're final. Take the needle off the record, take the finger off the vinyl. All assign all necessary function to the heart. None of the economy of the energy that's involved, but it's apart from the pocketbook and the bookkeeping thereof. That ledger's glued together to open up's very rough, very difficult, barely worth the effort. You wonder when we're going to Peru again? Never. Sever that fantasy from out your conscious mind. Let's just bring in for the cab ride down, then that's just fine. I don't offer brimming coffers on the cost of your disgrace. I contend as sweet nothings, come on over to my place. I'll read you poetry, I'll tell you what I know to be true. I'll make a sentimental observation about the moon. I'll kiss you so that you could think the kisses are sublime. But I won't spend a penny, cause all that you're worth is my time. All that you're worth is my time. We write rhymes when you meet us on the shores of the same. You and we, in between us, there's a gathering refrain. Cheapskates, what you call us in those moments of disdain. And it don't seem to me we're entitled to the name. Cheap what? Dirty word for such a generous soul. Who could lavish affection without any venomous goal? Or who, with such a goal in mind, could apprehend any climax in the offing so as not to precede a friend? And indeed the end of the world could be upon us. It could be you and me, blazingly enough to astonish all onlookers with the glory of our passion. I know my sentimental earnestness is not so much in fashion, but I keep it round the house. Someday you'll think it's vintage, instead of deeming it narcotic as its olives take on spinach. I'ma finish what I started with you, this you can expect, and I'll call it never ending when I call you up collect. You poetry, I'll tell you what I know to be true. I'll make a sentimental observation about the moon. I'll kiss you so that you could think the kisses are sublime. But I won't spend a penny, cause all that you're worth. I'll read you poetry, I'll tell you what I know to be true. I'll make a sentimental observation about the moon. I'll kiss you so that you could think the kisses are sublime. But I won't spend a penny, cause all that you're worth is my time.
Ohio, Gazayamats and all that stuff. I'm back from Tokyo, chillin' in the buff, in the bath, in the back room. Didn't hide my tattoos, chatting with the Russian hostess because I have to. Light blue dress, scarf on the lip, bad English, bored, two droopy eyelids, pushing shochu. Southern bourbon and nori, candy shaped cheese, and a really sad story. Not looking for help, she do it herself. A little light on yin, more booze from the shell. I knew at that moment that my primary opponent was super skilled at getting loaded. Number one, Caballo. Got me in line, if I didn't mind, we could go to Shinjuku, spend some quality time. I knew when she said it, that if I win, I regret it. But here I go, I give her credit. Number one, Caballo. Roppongi Hills, 100,000 yen bills, 52nd floor, 9-course French meals. I used to take the train, now she got me renting bills. Guess it's all due to this goodbye girl skills. I never even kissed her, maybe on the cheek end. Now I'm grabbing gifts to give her like every weekend. Guess what? She wants to travel home. She like to get ahead and really needs a student loan. She knows I'm gaji, but that doesn't mean that we can get together when she has a degree. Yeah, it's true, I'm pursuing a girl who knows what she's doing. My bottom line isn't ruined from number one, Caballo. Told her goodbye, cause I had to fly back to Seattle. She brushed a tear from my eye. I don't know why I did it, but I agreed to stick with it. Handed my address and digits to number one, Caballo.
You're so handsome. Let's get lost in conversation. Yes, it's costing.
My budget's kinda tight, man, I'm stretched paper thin. Got spreadsheets, stack check receipts to the sin. And I'm hiding where I went, I know it's not right. I help her pay her rent, though I love my wife. I'm possessed, willpower won't manifest. Told myself I'm gonna quit, but then I get another text that she needs another check to help her for a friend. Attached another pic with a little more skin. Now my mind is moving fast, likes me now, but I might not last. The more I flow, the more she's showing. Now I know that I'm in her trap. I don't wanna be the one to sit back, relax me, that do that mystic chance. Don't take money that I miss romance. Never get more, never in those pants. Motion, on the phone, Natasha sound like you alone. She said so this, I confess that my Kanye is almost gone. Yes, it's true, but who needs money when I got you? I heard a click and it happened quick. She said me that too, now we're through. So let's go out shopping and have lots to drink. You're so charming
And handsome.
I hate your blog. It's incredibly terrible and bad. I hate your blog. It's incredibly terrible and bad. I hate your blog. You own a dog and you feed it. You post about it. I get to read it. Plus 5 paragraphs on the socks you bought and your thoughts on whether Nicole Richie's hot or not. You got no reason to be typing, yet you persist. Hit each key with your fist till you punch out your top 10 list of all the things that ever happened in your life. Number 1, met Michael Jackson's second wife. Number 2, got curly on the Which Stooge Are You? Poll as the gift proves, click for the link through. 3, saw puppy pictures on a web page. Kittens in a nest egg, the idea gestated. Why not open up your own? So you bought the account, and yet I hope you don't put the payments in on it every month like they want, cause then you'll disappear off the internet. Haunt just the Wayback Machine like a ghost. And I won't be like, how come you don't post? I promise I won't. I hate your blog. It's incredibly terrible and bad. I hate your blog. It's incredibly terrible and bad. I hate your blog, your recipe for vegan eggnog is stupid. I hissed and I wooed it, and then I shoot it. Never made it once. Yes, your blog roll is a confederacy of dunces. It debuts less interesting links in your posts. Hamsters that dance, I'm not engrossed. I'm not opposed to your collection of all your base picks, but they're longer in the denture than a ninja flipping out doing face kicks. I'll phrase this nice. If it's hard to get to bed, your website will suffice to entice me to slumber. I'm mumbling politically. I tried not to click read more, but you tricked me. Wanna stick the whole computer in the trash can instead of reading about the constipation lately and your ass plans that you seem to contemplate. You thought I would rate your page awesome and great. I hate your blog. It's incredibly terrible and bad. I hate your blog. It's incredibly terrible and bad.
You're just jealous, yeah, that's it. Envious even, turning green when my hit counter broke 10,000 this evening. Mad you can't match my keypad content or petitions for legalizing of micropayment thieving. X-rays of teeth and 8-month heathens, pictures of kittens heaving, the calories in everything I'm eating. Yowie art my girl, drew of Goku making out with Joss Whedon. My 300-pound friends exposure, that's indecent, but that's only negatives. I've got discussions on the onlyest alien relative, the final battle, Sam Cassell versus Carnage, and a triple threat match, Charles v. Maryland, B. Shirley Manson from Garbage. I pay homage to great Americans like Bill O'Reilly and Ann Coulter. Western Radio for help when insulting countercultures. My blog stands above all others by head and shoulders.
I hate your blog. You ain't logged in a month and a half. And I, for one, am aghast. I mean, I'm fast on the way to removing it from bookmarks. If I took part in vanity, I might be trying to look smart by not checking 8 times a day. Your blog is so despair-inducing, I can't bear to look away. Oh well, got to do what your muse compels. Guess I'll try to go despise a blog by someone else. I hate your blog. It's incredibly terrible and bad. I hate your blog. It's incredibly terrible and bad.
It's 5 to the 5, start popping top synthetic lubricant. Smile on 3D shows up to the scene with 700 humans. Open the cage, it's time to play. Let's let the funk commence.
I've got a knife, so let's slice up the night. It's so neat when they bleed, so let's keep them screaming.
Chainsaw, rotating escape, no, locating is snap, pop, bone breaking, exposed veins, pulsating, flip of the wrist, then next get twisted, tally up the total, make a detailed list, then pass out prizes for the night, most creative kill, let's fight.
People are so much fun. We love to watch them run. Soon they will clean That one just lost his
My ray is electric and when I squeeze it, it zaps. And my aim is perfected, so I'm blasting off kneecaps. Man, I'm so glad that I'm on Earth, picking off people, brother spur. But gotta keep them fed and so well bred that every time you kill, there's another bird. Left fist in the sky, bring it down quick in the human eye, then dance. Celebrate the blow, and if you got a kick, don't kick high, kick low, then spin. Keep your sword in the grip, cut through the crowd, make sure you don't slip, then slide. Keep them folds in the poses, snag souvenirs, 6 ears, 7 noses.
We grow them in there too. just need air and food. Exercise keeps them strong. That way above us now. So many ways to kill.
What a night, got blood to the chin in. I knew it from the beginning. This party had to have an ending. You know that we don't sleep. Got hours in the day and days in the weekend, weeks in the year, so let's have a sequel. Bring a batch of fresh new people.
Where I'm living, it's hard to say. Wasting my time at the corner of duty and catastrophe. Where I'm living, it's hard to say, but I feel fine at the corner of duty and catastrophe.
Woke up by the pool again, must have played the fool again. Wonder what them hooligans put on the grill that stinks, kinda like burnt fur and regurgitated drinks, with an undertone of the acorn and leather that's laid on thick like Liz Claiborne. Step over with big trepidation, lift up the top off the meat cooking station to discover my homie Todd. I said, oh my God, what grim facade do you meet me with in my wakefulness? I had too many Stellas and they all was Christmas. I rise up in the morning with my squirrel assisted from the world, insisted as I did this instant that him up in heaven again is premature. If only reality would concur, poke him with the tongs, dude won't wake up, put him on the lawn. Ray's about to cook a steak up, and this ain't no kind of mausoleum. Got to get the high degree on, Todd's on him on the peel. Got already all used up, I mean he sizzle. Ain't nothing left but charbone and gristle. My heart is fissile, I mean it could break like crystal. He never learned to whistle. Don't rake his cadaver up, what's the matter with your mind? He ain't a lawn clipping, we've been knuckleheads since old times. Dig out the bat and helmet in the back, we're all about to have a funeral and that's that. We'll do it after breakfast, we'll do it up proper. We'll drop all his ashes out the airwolf copter, all singing up dirges, all spreading out blossoms, and it's gonna be freaking awesome.
Where I'm living, it's hard to say. Wasting my time at the corner of duty and catastrophe. Where I'm living, it's hard to say, but I feel fine at the corner of duty and catastrophe.
6 bong rips later, we ain't going to the helipad. Standing around hella sad, wonder where them Stellas at. All these dudes ain't huge on sentiment, still they wanna say a little something to the benefit of laying Todd's soul to rest. I cold regress, contemplated old regrets, and said, man, why he even got to do a thing like pass out on the Barbie King? I'm trying to bring from recesses in my mind a word or two that will improve unkind, aligned as he was with the less than angelic trafficking black tar smacking psychedelics in that little ass van of his, and drunk doing it, knowing what the right thing to do was, but eschewing it. It had seemed pretty probable, flames are audible, that's the duty that Todd will pull, not just in death but in after that, like the bat out the HE double vertical slack, but inbound in the case of this rodent, like when he got peeled out on and exploded, or in fact when he got shanked in the joint, hella causing me to wonder if there's even a point to our shepherdly tending of his life's ending. I bet he's chilling at Friendly's and gonna be back in the neighborhood shortly, discussing how awesome it is to be portly, reporting the slant that he just got on with blister, drank till his wrists hurt, boned the ghost of your sister. Dude's a bucket kickster when he asked to be, and this one wasn't like a masterpiece. So yes, we're depressed but not drastically, living at the corner of dude and catastrophe.
Where I'm living, it's hard to say. Wasting my time at the corner of duty and catastrophe. Where I'm living, it's hard to say, but I feel fine at the corner of duty and catastrophe. I'm just waving goodbye until the next time. I'm just waving goodbye until the next time.
another day, I gotta deal with it. Get to the elevator, take a ride. Listen to my body and bottle it up inside. Feel the clock ticking in my head, getting heavy. Pill in my pocket, gonna pop it when I'm ready. All these voices telling me I'm wrong. Shut them all out when I sing this song.
You can't understand it, we deserve it, man. That's all the planet, people hear us rhymes. Gotta understand it, because he's so fly. Come on and hand it, to them that's a rocks. Anyone look at me, a proper shot. Cause he can stop it, plus it's super hot. Check out his pockets, fill him to the top. Look at his rocket, he won't ever stop.
Get another case, wrong place, wrong time. Misunderstanding, story of my life. Tale of the talk, you can tell I'm a bit outside of the parameters. I'm mentally fit, it's something that I keep locked. Buried in a deep spot, carried in my head in a variably a cheap shot. Keep pushing to consider the results. Play that, take back, tally up the faults. One who sucks, you can never do it. Everything you try will be tough and never come easily. Give it up, looking up the quitter. No friends, live a leech and a hindrance. No hope, no money. You never will do better, so let's take that talent, throw it in. Listen to the voices in and out and I need help. Shut them all out when I sing to myself.
You can't understand it, we deserve it, man. That's all the planet, people hear us rhymes. Let me understand it, because he's so fly. I wanna hand it to him cause he rocks. And he will not get a proper shot. Cause he can stop it, plus it's super hot. Check out his pockets, fill him to the top. Look at his rocket, he will never stop.
Push, push, but I never move the meter. Feed a lot of demons on my way to be a leader. Work, eat, sleep, that's life for me. I find ways to evade the anxiety. I keep drinking and thinking that I got what it takes. But the more I sip in, the more I trip in, I miss all the breaks. Keep it laughing and buoyant and wonder why, but you can never understand dumb cyber. I set fire to a lot of bridges. I don't really care cause I don't have to sell the tickets. Never on tour, so I never suck up. I don't rap for a living, I can say what I want, so let's leave it at that. You all understand, never leave a note and no suicide plan. Everybody know I got a problem on the mic. Always busting all the stuff that everybody like. Everybody listen so nobody miss a beat. Somebody gotta do it and I'll be that somebody. Everybody know I got a problem on the mic. Always busting all the stuff that everybody like. Everybody listen so nobody miss a beat. Somebody gotta do it and I'll be that somebody. Everybody know I got a problem on the mic. Always busting all the stuff that everybody like. Everybody listen so nobody miss a beat. Somebody gotta do it and I'll be that somebody. Everybody know I got a problem on the mic. Always busting all the stuff that everybody like. Everybody listen so nobody miss a beat. Somebody gotta do it and I'll be that somebody. One, you suck, you can never do it. Everything you try will be tough and never come easily. Give it up, look another quitter. No friends, you're a leech and a hindrance. No hope, no money. You never will do better, so just take that talent, throw it in. Feel the dark going in, heavy heart all open in. Listen to the voices and the choices, here we go again.
Little Timmy,
You always call me that. I don't like
we have a very special visitor for you at the hospital here today.
Oh yeah? Who?
It's your favorite musician.
Shakira, come here? I bet she gonna shake it.
Even better, it's MC Frontalot.
Okay, don't know who that is.
I'm gonna be your man. You're my biggest fan, got to give a little something back. So I'm gonna be your man. You don't even got to ask. I know you don't want me to die, but you need that love pretty bad, and I'm the guy in the 10-county area. Ain't had malaria yet, plus the blood type red. It gets scary. You're fed on the corn, you born a vegan. Fate has indicated that I'm the man you're seeking. Now you're freaking out, and that's okay. Having that much of another man inside you isn't going to make you gay. Or what if it does? You need the lungs.